Hello, this is the first phase of the Rom fight. This is the easiest one. What I normally do is try to get one on one of these spiders and just whack them in from behind, and you will get them in one go. So I try to find the one that is separate from the else and do them one at a time. This is the safest way I feel. Whatever you do after this phase, that's different options you have. But here I'm just trying to get a lay of the land and see which ones are by themselves. So I can bait them to jump and then just come to their back and whack them in the rear, because they will die immediately if you do them one time and from behind. And also if they jump on their back, they will die no matter what you do. If you hit them in front, they have a hard shell in the face, so they can take a few blows. So this is just being meticulous and just waiting your time and just taking one step at a time. There are quite a few spiders, so this I do every time, for no matter what I do in the second phase. This is the slow and steady, makes the day, and you just pick them off one by one, and then you get ready to do the big battle with Rom in the end. Because if you do charge him, you will get pounded by these, and they can one-shot you. It's a lot of strange things in this fight. There's a lot of interesting damage going on, to say the least. So this is the safest bet to do. You should be able to do this no matter what weapon you have. Just take your time and take one at a time, and then you will clear them out and get ready for Rom in the end. So the first phase is, like I said, the easy one. What you do afterwards is really what makes the fight or not. So there's the last one. And you can also, if you don't prefer doing the big weapons, you can do them with a quick in front. You see, but I think that's a bit more risky, because you get three stabs with this one and they're gone. So you can do them in front as well if you're impatient and don't want to go all in from getting them from the back instead. But like I said, I take quite a bit of damage here, so I think it's okay to just do the safe option. But you can still just whack them in front if you want. Now, the most efficient way and easiest way is normally to do the Beasthood thing. You see here I have Beasthood of 301, and the Beasthood is maxed out at 70% increased physical damage when you have Beasthood 300. So just bring one weapon and do not bring a weapon in the right hand. And I use the broader set for this. This is the highest set that gives you the highest Beasthood. You can also use the Ashen Hunter set if you have that one. This is a DLC set, but I use this broader set to increase my Beasthood, and you see 301 there, so that should be sufficient. And you would need one of those pellets as well, Beasthood pellets, because that will increase the Beasthood meter for 60 seconds. So you will be hitting Rom in the face, quite satisfying to build up this Beasthood. So you still do the same for phase 1, but then when you get to this phase, you just shoot down one of those Beasthood pellets, and you give her a smack with R1 after take away a weapon, and then do L1. And you see the Beasthood meter there is starting to raise up. Then your goal is to get it on top while smacking her face. She might be a bit uncooperative and move about sometimes. It's a bit annoying. Sometimes she just stands and then takes it. But the goal is to just get the Beasthood up, so we have the max damage and we get the physical. And when you have it max up, you just take out your weapon, like I do now, and trying to see a bit. You see it goes down, you can see it goes back up, and you can see how quickly it disappears. But the goal is to have it on the top, so you have max Beasthood. And then you just take out your weapon and you apply bolt, paper, or whatever you do, and just go to town, because then you do so much damage that you skip the teleport normally. I'm not that lucky here. Normally you can get her to teleport right back at you, but she just moved a little bit because you do so much damage, and then just split up and just keep going because you do so much damage, and she's gone rather quickly. So if you do enough damage, you will teleport straight back to where you are, so you can basically stand where you're wailing, and then you will get her done immediately. So this is the safest bet to get her down, I feel. And see, the Beasthood is now down to 295, so still do a substantial amount of damage. And I actually got a level 20 game here. Not that it was any good though, but it was level 20 at least. So this is the most safe bet to get her down, and this is what I would recommend you to do. You can also go full Rambo if you want to do that. I sometimes do that with this saw because it's rather satisfying. Then just ignore every spider and just go straight for behind and try to saw her down with this chainsaw. It's fun and quite satisfying, but you have to do the 3 phases then, and you will take a bit of damage, so it's a bit more risky. But you see here, you taking half her damage with this saw. I don't normally put something on it. I put the arcane buff here. But as you see, when you try to get in close, you might get really unlucky sometimes. And you see there, it takes a lot of damage, and the spiders are really going to town on you. So you have to try and get in a good spot. I always aim for her big chunky side, so you can start. There you go. Start sawing away at her. And you can keep sawing when she's teleporting, so you can keep getting on some damage. And if you're lucky, sometimes you can get her up against this pillar or something like that, and then you wouldn't be bothered so much for the spiders, but just get on her hind and just keep on sawing, and you can get her this time as well. But of course there's a bit more risk, and there's a bit more RNG involved to how lucky you are with all the attacks and if you can get hit by all the spiders, because they are truly annoying for sure. But this is a way as well if you don't want to do the Beasthood, if you don't want to be the real Rambo and take a lot of chances. This is also a way of getting her down. The key to this fight is really being aggressive, because I will show later in the video, because if you're not aggressive, she will just keep on doing her attacks over and over again. And there you see someone actually shoot me through her. That's pretty crazy. But here we kill each other at the same time, but you still get her down, and that's satisfying, and you still get the echoes and stuff, but then you will probably get a crappy gem. And here you can see the insaneness of this. I have 99 vitality, but they one-shot you, these spiders, from out of nowhere, so I don't know what's up with the damage in this game with Rom, but especially here, they are rather insane. And here you see, if you're doing it slow and steady, you can see here, this is, I think it's several minutes with her just spamming this attack over and over again. There seems to be absolutely no limits of how many times she can do this, and she just keeps on going and keeps on going and keeps on going. And actually she did this until I moved. So if you're trying to do it slow and steady in every phase and trying to take out everyone in the second phase and then do her again, and it's really not worth it, because you might spend a lot of time trying to get to her, and then she actually will spam these attacks over and over and over and over and over and over again, to the point of it's really not that fun. That's why I said the key is really to be a bit aggressive and just be in her face, and it's better to just try and give her Rambo style or do the Beasthood, which is the easiest way. Because you see here, she really doesn't stop. She just keeps on going with this one. So when I tried this fight several times, I noticed that this way really was not the way to go, because as I said, the amount of spam that she is about to do and will do, that is just, I don't know, this fight is strange on several levels, with spiders being so able to one-shot you, her being able to one-shot you. There is absolutely no limits to how much she can spam her attacks over and over again. So as you see, still going. So if you stand still and try to be meticulous in the phase 2, you might end up getting this one. She just keeps on going. So also there will be another clip where you can see she just keeps on rolling and doing the same attack over and over again. So it's really important for this one to just stay on top and try to be aggressive. So the one thing I would always do is the first phase, I would always pick everyone one off by one, and then you're free to do whatever you want for the second phase. But the Beasthood is the really easy way to get her if she's getting on your nerve. But you see, we're still going, and she's still using this attack over and over again. So you can hide behind the pillars, but it doesn't help, because the second you get out of this, she will just keep on doing these spells attacking. Yeah, still going. If I would not stop this recording, if I would not move it, she would probably still do this to this day, because I don't understand this fight. It's a strange fight, because there's, like I said, there's so much high damage stuff, and there is so much spamming of the ability. So this is quite a strange Chalice dungeon fight, because she is quite unreasonable, I think. So there I went, and she stopped there, and this is another time. See, she starts rolling here, and this is the same. She just keeps on doing this one all the time. She keeps on attacking and attacking and doing the same time. So you're not really getting the chance to do something. When I turn around there, then she starts rolling and she starts doing this, and she keeps rolling and keeps doing these attacks. So if you don't do anything, if you're really idle with what you do, she just keeps on shading this attack over and over again. And here we go. Now she starts to rolling thunder over and over again. So rolling and rolling. So like I said, I think that there's probably should be some limit to her attacks, but apparently there is not, so she can just chain them forever. So it really pays to be aggressive, because she has no limits at all. So this is why you really want to be up in her face, because I think everybody knows that she is one annoying cookie. So I would at least go for the Beasthood if you're trying to get this boss. That's the easiest way to do, and if you go full Rambo if you want to do it, that also works with the Soul Blade really well. But hope you get the gems you want, because normally I don't get any of the good gems, but have fun. I hope you finally get this really annoying boss down. You can stop now, Rom. Video's almost over.